In this video, I'm going to explain to you how you can get a tech consulting job at your dream tech consulting company, be it something like Deloitte, EY, Accenture, or whatever company interests you. Now, the problem with the approach that most of y'all are doing is that you are just cold applying to various job portals. Like, for instance, you might be applying to Deloitte, Accenture, EY, whatever, X number of tech companies, Capgemini, whatever. And the problem is with this approach is that each company really has no idea who you are compared to the huge pool of applicants that are applying to your job. Like, for instance, here's you, but here's everyone else. And everyone else is quite similar to you in terms of their resume, their experiences, and so forth. Thus, it's really hard for you to compete with everyone else. So, what we recommend as a different approach in terms of getting a job at one of these companies is instead you should be following an approach known as intentional networking. Now, you might be thinking, oh, networking is like, where I go to the career fair or I hit up random recruiters on LinkedIn and pray that someone gets back to me. And quite frankly, that's not the right way to go about this. So pretend that this is you, right? You're Nate, and you're applying for a job at like Accenture or Deloitte or whatever. Now, what I would recommend you go about doing is instead of spamming recruiters or going on the resume portals, instead what you should be doing is you should be going on LinkedIn and you should be finding at least 5 people who are working exactly the job you want to work. So, like, let's say, for instance, let's say you're working a job in, you want a job as a technology consultant, or you want a job as a SAP analyst, or whatever. You shouldn't be going and trying to hit up on the recruiters. Instead, what you should do is find 5 people who are working your dream roles, and what you should be doing is you should be sending them an email. Now, you could do LinkedIn, but LinkedIn has like some weird things around how their like the amount of messages they let you send and so forth. So instead, here you are. You need to be messaging each of these people in LinkedIn. Each of these 5 people. Now, by doing this, what you'll do is you'll start building your network and start creating something known as an internal advocate within your target firms. These are people who you want to ultimately try to get to refer you at the end of the day. Now, sometimes you can go onto one of those referral websites and just ask for a referral. That's fine, but the problem with that is you're not building warmth and connection with this person. So if for any reason they ask the recruiter how they know you or whatever, they won't be able to justify it outside of, they paid me in order to refer you. So what you should be doing is you should be going and having informational interviews or conversations with these people who you're interested in working with and the jobs that you're interested in. You can ask them questions like, what's their job like? What are their favorite aspects of the job? What are something they'd improve about their job, et cetera, et cetera. And what you'll do is you'll start creating that warmth and that sort of relationship between you and people within your dream firms. And then later down the line, what you can do is you can get them to refer you. So here you are. Each person, you can ask them to refer you to jobs when they open at your dream company. Not always will a job be available right away. So once you've created these sorts of connections, they can serve you for life. You can think of these people as people within your dream organization who can advocate for you, look out for positions for you within your firm, and ultimately help you land a job. This is the most systematic way of getting it. You can do the cold application route that works sometimes, but most likely that's going to be painful and frustrating. Instead, you should be focusing on building these warm relationships between you and people at your dream firms if you want a job in tech consulting. And if you want help doing this, we do offer career coaching services, particularly in terms of getting a tech consulting jobs. And if you're interested in that, I would go down to the link in the description below. check it out. And as always, thanks for watching the video.